Hello dear students, in this video we will be talking about orthogonal trajectories. So let us see what are orthogonal trajectories. So suppose you are given a family of curves. Okay, so before this you should know the meaning of the word orthogonal. Orthogonal means perpendicular. Okay, so perpendicular means when you have an angle of 90 degree. Okay. So suppose if you have a horizontal line, you can think of it as your x-axis, and your vertical line, you can think of it as your y-axis. Then you know that the angle is 90 degree. So you say that x-axis and y-axis, they are orthogonal, right? So straight lines, it's quite easy for you to check, right? But there are other examples also. For example, if you have a circle, you have a circle. At any point on the circle, if you draw a tangent, then you know that it is perpendicular to this line, right? Okay, so this angle is 90 degree. But we can have okay, now here what we say here, because this angle is 90 degree, so we say that at this point say A, you have something like this. If I zoom it, so you have point A, and this line, okay, we can think of it as it is making a 90 degree angle. So it means that this line is making a 90 degree angle with a tangent to the curve. Here we say that this particular circle and this line, they are orthogonal, right? So this is the meaning of orthogonal trajectory. Suppose you have a curve, and suppose there is another curve, right? At a point, if you draw tangents to both these curves, suppose this is a tangent to the first curve and this is a tangent to the second curve, if the angle between them is 90 degree, then we say that these two curves, green and orange, these two curves are orthogonal. Okay, now you can think of them as trajectories. Trajectories are kind of path. Suppose this is one path and this is another path, and suppose they are orthogonal, then we call them as orthogonal trajectories, right? Now you must be wondering that why we are studying this thing in differential equation, because this is a part of differential equations. So that is very simple, because if you are talking about orthogonal trajectories, means you are saying that they are intersecting at an angle of 90 degree. So saying that two curves, okay, say y1 x and y is equal to y1 x, and the other one is y is equal to y2 x, are intersecting each other at a 90 degree angle at a point, say x1. Okay, then it means what? It means that the slope of this curve and this curve at the point x1 will be, the product of the slopes will be -1. So this is the condition for curves to make a 90 degree angle. Okay, so you must have this formula, that if you are having two curves intersecting at a point, then you can compute the theta as tan inverse of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Do you remember this formula? Okay, now you want this theta to be 90 degree. So for that, this should be infinity. For that, this should be 0. So you get this condition, m1 m2 is equal to -1, right? Okay, so till now what you should get from the discussion is, what is the meaning of orthogonal trajectories. Orthogonal trajectories, so it means that two curves, you are having two curves which are intersecting at an angle of 90 degree. It means that if you draw tangents to both the curves and you just measure the angle between these two lines, you will get a 90 degree thing. And then the condition, mathematical condition, is m1 m2 is equal to -1, where m1 is the slope of the first curve and m2 is the slope of the second curve. So if we measure it in terms of, this is y1 dash, if the first curve is y1x and the second curve is y is equal to y2x, then this m1 will be y1 dash and m2 will be y2 dash. Of course, at the point of intersection should be equal to -1. Right? Now, suppose you are given a family of curves. Suppose you are given a family of curves y is equal to, say, so you have a family like this. Gxy is equal to c. It may be implicit also. Here c is a parameter, right? So you change the parameter, your curve will change. Suppose gxy is equal to c is a given family of parameter curves, given family of curves. One parametric we call it because there is only one parameter, right? So for example, you can have something like this: y is equal to kx. So this is a family of straight lines, passing through origin. Okay, so it means that if you just plot them, what you will get something like this. Okay, so these are the curves, right? Now suppose I am looking for an orthogonal trajectories, family of orthogonal trajectories. So what are we saying here? That we are looking for curves which will be, orthogonal to each of these, members of the family. For example, if you have a circle like this, you draw a circle with any radius, center origin, it will be orthogonal to every member of the every straight line which is passing through origin. Now you draw another circle that is also orthogonal to every member of this family. So you see what we have this family here, y is equal to kx, and then I have another family, x square plus y square is equal to a square, right? So if I draw this family and this family, every member of this family is orthogonal to each member of this family. Can you see? You see, if I draw circles and you just draw one member of the family straight line, so it is orthogonal everywhere. Everywhere you are getting a 90-degree angle, right? So every member of this family is orthogonal to each member of this family. Similarly, every member of this family is orthogonal to each member of this family. How is that? You draw a particular, you draw all the straight lines passing through origin, and then you draw one circle. Everywhere you will get a 90-degree angle. That is because these are actually working as radius. Okay, and we know that radius is perpendicular to the tangent, and that is why you are getting orthogonal trajectory. So here we say that this family of curves is an orthogonal trajectory for this family of curves. Is that okay? So when you have a family of curves and then you find another family of curves such that they are mutually orthogonal, every member to the other member of the family, right? Then we call them as orthogonal trajectories, right? So now let us find out an algorithm how we can find out orthogonal trajectory for a given family of curves. So what is the algorithm? Suppose gxy is equal to c is a family of curves given to us. I am looking for, this is given, and looking for, what we are looking for, a family of orthogonal trajectories. So what we do, we will, what you will do, instead of this curve, this family of curves, you construct a differential equation, because this is one parameter family. So you will have a first order differential equation, ordinary differential equation. Construct a first order ordinary differential equation, okay, for the given family of curves, So you have gxy is equal to c. So you will just construct a corresponding differential equation. For that you have to eliminate c. Suppose this is what you get. you get a differential equation, say x y y dash is equal to 0. Right, now you see what we have done. So suppose I take my example of straight lines again. So these are your straight lines. Okay, so this here represent, this differential equation represent these straight lines. Right, now what you are looking for, you want to find out this circle, family of these circles. Now how this y dash for this line and y dash for this circle are related. So we know that y dash for line into y dash for circle is equal to -1, because that is the condition of orthogonality, and we don't have to worry about points because it is true everywhere. Okay, because we are saying orthogonal trajectory means this condition will be satisfied at each point in the domain, right, because everywhere there is a member. So it means that if from here this is the differential equation, this is the differential equation depicting your original family. Okay, yeah, representing your original family. Right, now what you want your orthogonal family. You want a differential equation for the orthogonal trajectory, right? So to get a differential equation for orthogonal trajectories, what you will do, just replace y dash with -1 by y dash. Why? Because this is a relation. If you want y dash for the circle, you will replace y dash for the line with -1 by y dash for the circle. If you do so, you will get another equation which is gx y 1 by y dash minus sign. So this is the differential equation of the orthogonal trajectory. Okay, now you can solve this. You can solve it to find out your final family of curves. Is that okay? So this is how we find out our orthogonal trajectories. So I'll give you example. I have already told you here, I have just told you that if you start with this, this is your this and this family, they are the orthogonal trajectories. So let us just prove it. Use the algorithm to find out. So my question is, find the orthogonal trajectory, okay, trajectories for the family of straight lines y is equal to kx, where k is a parameter. K is a parameter. Fine. So you see here, my first task is step 1, construct a differential equation for this family of curves. So for that you have to eliminate k. So I'll differentiate it once, I'll get y dash is equal to k. Now using this equation and this equation, you eliminate k. So you will get y is equal to y dash x. Right. Now step 2 was replace y dash with -1 by y dash. So this y is equal to -1 by y dash x. This is the differential equation of the orthogonal trajectories. Okay, now you just solve this equation. Step 3 was to solve it. So this is y dash is equal to -x. So this is variable separable. Now you see, you are making use of your differential equation knowledge. So this is y dy by dx is equal to -x. So that is -x dx. So you'll get y square plus x square is equal to a square. So you get the family of circles. Family of circles. You see, here you started with this straight lines and you get your orthogonal trajectory as family of circles. Right. So let us do the other way around. Let us start with the circles and then see we are getting the straight lines or not. So let us do the reverse. The question is find orthogonal trajectories for x square plus y square is equal to a square. So you will first construct a differential equation. For that you have to eliminate this. So you differentiate it. Okay, so you differentiate it. So what you'll get, 2x plus 2y y dash is equal to 0. Automatically a is eliminated. You don't have to do anything. Y dash is equal to 0. So this is what you get, beta. And now you have to, second step, replace y dash with minus 1 by y dash. So you'll get x plus y minus 1 by y dash is equal to 0. So what you get, x is equal to y upon y dash. So you get xy dash is equal to y. Now you will solve this. So what is this? This is a variable separable again. So you have dy by y is equal to dx by x. Now you just integrate log of y is equal to log of x plus log of a. So you get y is equal to ax. So you see kx, you can write k here, a is already there. So this is the family of straight lines. Now you see, now you understand. So this algorithm is how you can just get the family of straight lines for a given family of curves. Right, now I would like you to draw these things. Actually, whenever you visualize something, that stays in your mind forever, right? So let us try to draw y is equal to kx, this family, and x square plus y square is equal to a square, this family, right? And you can see actually are they perpendicular or not. You can actually see with this thing with your eyes. So there is a Desmos graphing calculator. So I would want you to use it. So I can show you. You can just use a Desmos graph plotter, right, or graphing calculator. When you open it, so this is how you get. So we can just plot y is equal to kx. It's very simple. So you can write y is equal to k, because I want k to vary. For that you put a square bracket and whatever the values of k you want. Suppose I want k from -5, okay, to 5, -5 to 5. So for that you put 5 -5, then 3 dots, and then 5, right, and then your square bracket close. Just a minute. Okay, and then you will put x. Now you see these are the straight lines I am talking about. I hope you can see. And then the second, for second I am putting x square plus y square. Okay, so everything is there in the Desmos calculator. You can very easily see what you want, right, and you can just plot them. X square plus y square is equal to, I want again I want it to vary, so I'll just put a square bracket and I'll put from say 1 to, okay, I can 6. Okay, now can you see this thing? So here you can see that your circles and you see circle and your line, they are perpendicular, right? Everywhere you can see. So this is how you can draw. You can keep on drawing. You can increase from -5 to 5. You can make it -50 to 50, and you can do this experiment to actually see that okay, these curves are actually perpendicular to each other, and I can see, right? Okay, so similarly there are other problems also which you can do. So I'll give you one as a homework. So this is here, find the orthogonal trajectory of the family of curves. So this is your homework question, and I would like you to put in the comment section that what is this family of curves. Can you see, can you recognize what is this family of curves, and correspondingly what are the orthogonal trajectories you are getting. Okay, so this you first recognize this family. If you are probably looking at this video, it should be clear to you what are these curves, and then the corresponding family of orthogonal trajectories. So you have to tell me in the comment section that what you are getting as your solution. So probably I will reply if you just tell me what is the answer you are getting to this family of curves, what are the orthogonal trajectories. Okay, so thank you everybody. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel. And also one more thing I would like you to do is you can visit our academy. We have a website, No Chalk Academy. Okay, on this you can just visit www.nochalkacademy.com. right? If you do so, there are so many you can have the PDF lectures, PDF notes for the lectures which we are uploading on this video on this YouTube channel. And also there are associated YouTube channels, and you can have a complete set of mathematics thing happening there on No Chalk Academy, right? And also there is a portal for Teach and Learn, which is what we have created recently. There you can just put your learning requirements if you are a student, and if you are a teacher you can put your teaching requirements, and we are trying to connect, okay, through our website. Then you can just learn from each other, right? And please do write to us if you want to suggest anything, or you want to have any ideas about if for betterment of what we are teaching, right? Or what you want us to teach. Okay, so I will really appreciate if you can just share this video and subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching. Keep learning.